All right, next war gamers, just to be really quick. Last time I mentioned we'd do some naval bombardment, HQ strikes, artillery strikes, and I also failed to mention aerial mining missions, which will be a little bit more interesting. But obviously there are no naval bombardments because the Rock is the only one in the position to really shell anything, and they're not going to shell their own island. Well, technically they could. They could shell that port if they wanted, which would be weird. But hey, whatever. So then we move on to alternating HQ strikes. Again, no HQs are within range, and so that will not happen. The PRC does have a couple of these rocket artillery up here, so we're going to go ahead and fire at least one of those, maybe two. Well, probably both, even though one would be better than the other. But anyway, they have a range of 18. You start counting here. So that's 18. Well, actually, that's 8. If you see here, it's 8 of 18. 9, oops, we'll do this way, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they're going to strike the mechanized unit here in Tainan. So over on the advanced strike table, we're looking at urban, and we find the HQ Arty, which is the second column over. And it's basically just a straight roll, 3 or less, 6 misses. So we're going to kind of roll this way, and I think we will try to hit, let's see, 8, 9, 10. We're going to hit this armored unit here. Again, straight roll, 3 or less. 1, we'll put a strike 1 on that guy. So that strike 1 is going to end up reducing, let's pull this off. His attack value of 4 becomes a 3, his defense value of 4 becomes a 3, his movement value of 8 becomes a 7, and his ER of 5 drops to 4. That's going to be the effect of that. There are going to be no other artillery bombardments, so we're going to go to the aerial mining phase. So both sides can conduct aerial mining. There are rules. There are rules there for who can do what where. The non-allied player does it first. There's a limited number of mine markers, and they share them. So the non-allied player, it behooves him to do that. So I'm going to try to aerially mine this port since I could not destroy it. Because it's not along a friendly close coastline, I'm sorry, this is the non-allied player. This is a friendly coastline, so the rock player gets full detection, which has been knocked down. So we'll try to detect that aerial mining mission, and we do with a 2, so now it undergoes full SAM and AAA fire. Basically, any result destroys that mine marker. 7 on the 5 is going to miss, and an 8 is going to miss, so those mines show up there. That's that. The allied player, obviously the PRC player's kind of tipped his hand as to where he's going to land, so he's going to try to put some mines here. And that will be, so as I was saying, this is not a friendly coastline for that. Or, sorry, it is a friendly coastline for the allied mission, but it's not for the non-allied player. And so the non-allied player will have to roll local detection against that. And a 6 is going to miss, so those mines show up, making that prospect of invading there a lot more difficult. That's pretty much it. We'll do the first supply phase because it's not really going to matter. Actually, I take it back. It's game turn 1. We don't do the first supply phase. So next time we're going to go right into initiative movement, and things are going to start to get exciting. So see you soon.